Have you ever thought about living in Iceland? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? Imagine yourself in a land of stark contrasts, where fire meets ice and the northern lights dance across the sky. But surviving here, as a foreigner, is no small feat. It involves braving the extreme weather, embracing a unique culture, and adapting to a distinct way of life. So let's embark on this journey together. This survival guide will give you a comprehensive understanding of what it takes to thrive in the land of fire and ice. Iceland's climate is as unpredictable as it is extreme. A phrase that sums up the meteorological roller coaster that is the Icelandic weather. This Nordic island, nestled between the North Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean, is a land of stark contrasts, where fire meets ice and the weather can change in the blink of an eye. Throughout the year, Iceland's weather conditions can vary wildly. Winter, from late October to early April, is dominated by snow and ice. The days are short, with only about 4 to 5 hours of daylight in December, and the temperatures can drop below freezing. During this period, it's essential to dress in layers with a focus on thermal clothing, waterproof boots, and warm accessories like scarves, hats, and gloves. On the other hand, summer, which lasts from June to August, sees the arrival of the midnight sun. With up to 24 hours of daylight and temperatures that can reach up to 15 degrees Celsius, it's a time of year when the island truly comes alive. Yet even in summer, the weather can be unpredictable, with sudden showers and chilly winds. Therefore, rainproof and windproof clothing is a must. Driving and traveling in Iceland can also be influenced by the weather. During winter, roads can be icy and treacherous, and many highland roads are closed. It's crucial to have a vehicle equipped for winter conditions and to always check road and weather updates. In summer, while the driving conditions are generally better, one still needs to be prepared for sudden weather changes. Iceland's climate may be challenging, but it's also part of its charm. The unpredictable weather results in stunning natural phenomena, like the northern lights in winter and the midnight sun in summer. So, while it's important to be prepared for all types of weather, it's also essential to embrace the unpredictability and let it add to the adventure. Being prepared for all types of weather is the first step to surviving in Iceland. So pack your bags wisely, stay informed about the weather, and let the Icelandic climate enhance your journey in this land of fire and ice. Icelandic culture is rich, vibrant, and deeply rooted in the country's history. It's a tapestry woven with threads of ancient sagas, a language that has stood the test of centuries, and customs and traditions that are as breathtaking as the country's landscapes. The Icelandic language, for instance, is a beautiful and intricate part of the cultural fabric. It's an Old Norse tongue, preserved almost unchanged from the Viking era. Even the simplest conversation is like a step back in time, but don't worry, most Icelanders speak English fluently, yet they appreciate when foreigners show interest in their language. So, why not learn a few phrases? A simple góðan dag, which means good day, will bring a smile to any Icelander's face. The customs and traditions of Iceland are a delightful blend of old and new. One of the most endearing is the Christmas tradition of the Yule lads, 13 mischievous elves who bring gifts or play tricks on children in the days leading up to Christmas. It's a charming tale that captures the Icelandic love for storytelling. Speaking of storytelling, literature is a huge part of Icelandic culture. Icelanders are prolific readers and writers with more books published per capita than any other nation. The tradition goes all the way back to the ancient sagas, epic tales of heroes and villains that are still read and celebrated today. Music is another cornerstone of Icelandic culture. From traditional folk tunes to the ethereal sounds of bands like Sigur Rós and of Monsters and Men, music is an integral part of life in Iceland. You might even stumble upon a spontaneous jam session in a Reykjavik coffee shop. And let's not forget the importance of the great outdoors. Icelanders have a deep respect for nature, which is reflected in their commitment to sustainable living and their love for outdoor activities from hiking and horse riding to swimming in geothermal pools. Understanding and embracing Icelandic culture will enrich your experience and make your stay more enjoyable. So immerse yourself, learn the language, partake in the traditions, and let the rhythm of Icelandic life take you on a journey you'll never forget. Icelandic cuisine is a unique blend of traditional and modern flavors. When you think of Iceland, You may envision cascading waterfalls, geysers, or the northern lights, but the country's culinary offerings are just as impressive. Icelandic cuisine is a fusion of old customs and new ideas, with a deep respect for the land and sea. Let's begin with a classic, the hot dog. Yes, you heard it right. Icelanders love their hot dogs, and you'll find plenty of hot dog stands around the country. The Icelandic version is usually topped with raw and fried onions, ketchup, sweet mustard, and remoulade, a type of mayonnaise-based sauce. It's a quick, easy, and delicious treat you must try. Next, there's the traditional Icelandic lamb soup, or kjötsúpa. This hearty soup is made with tender lamb, root vegetables, and herbs, reflecting the country's pastoral traditions. You can find kjötsúpa in many restaurants, especially during the colder months. Then there's the seafood. Iceland, surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, is known for its fresh fish and shellfish. Try the plokkfiskur, a comforting fish stew, or the cured salmon known as gravlax. For the more adventurous, there are dishes like hakarl, fermented shark, a traditional food that dates back to Viking times. It may take some courage to try, but it's a part of Iceland's culinary history. Now, for those with dietary restrictions, don't worry. Many Icelandic restaurants offer vegetarian and vegan options. And if you're gluten or lactose intolerant, you'll find many places accommodating these needs as well. Don't forget to wash it all down with a swig of brennivin, Iceland's signature distilled spirit, often called Black Death. Or, if you prefer something softer, try the skyr, a creamy dairy product similar to yogurt. And for dessert? Well, you can't leave without trying a kleinur, a twisted donut, or a slice of vinarterta, a layered prune cake. Navigating Icelandic cuisine can be an adventure in itself, but it's an essential part of the Icelandic experience. You see, each dish tells a story, reflecting Iceland's history, culture, and landscape. So, on your next visit, be sure to dive into the world of Icelandic cuisine. It's a journey you won't forget. Iceland's economy is as robust as it is diverse. It's a fascinating blend of traditional industries like fishing and agriculture, and modern sectors, including technology, tourism, and renewable energy. This diversity not only fuels the country's economic growth, but also creates a myriad of job opportunities. Living in Iceland, however, comes with a higher price tag. The cost of living is one of the highest in the world, with groceries, dining out, and housing being particularly pricey. But don't let that deter you. With a bit of planning and budgeting, you can navigate this high cost of living. Job opportunities are plentiful and varied. From tech startups looking for innovative minds to the tourism sector needing guides, chefs, and hotel staff, the job market is teeming with opportunities. And let's not forget about the fishing industry, the backbone of the Icelandic economy, which is always on the lookout for hardworking individuals. Salaries in Iceland are relatively high, reflecting the cost of living. However, to make the most of your income, it's crucial to create a budget and stick to it. Track your expenses, prioritize your needs over wants, and save as much as you can. Remember, every krona saved is a step towards financial stability. It's also worth mentioning that Iceland is a progressive nation with strong labor laws. Workers' rights are well protected, and the minimum wage is sufficient for a decent standard of living. Moreover, the country's strong social safety net, including universal health care and generous parental leave, further contributes to the overall quality of life. Lastly, if you're planning to start your own business, Iceland's economy is highly conducive. The country ranks highly for ease of doing business, and the government offers various incentives to encourage entrepreneurship. To summarize, the Icelandic economy is strong and diverse, offering numerous job opportunities. However, the cost of living is high, so budgeting and financial planning are key. Whether you're a job seeker or an aspiring entrepreneur, understanding the Icelandic economy and managing your finances wisely will help ensure a comfortable life in Iceland. Healthcare in Iceland is of high quality, but it's important to understand how it works. Iceland's healthcare system is largely publicly funded, providing universal coverage to all residents. It's ranked among the best in the world, boasting a high life expectancy and low infant mortality rates. However, navigating this system can be a bit of a challenge if you're not familiar with it. First off, health insurance. If you're staying in Iceland for longer than 3 months, you're required to have health insurance coverage. As a foreigner, that means either getting coverage from your home country that extends to Iceland or purchasing it from an Icelandic insurance company. If you're from a European Economic Area country, your EHIC card should cover you. Next, let's talk about hospitals. In Iceland, most healthcare services are provided at local health clinics known as heilsugæsla. These clinics offer general and specialized medical services and are usually the first point of contact for most health-related issues. Hospitals are reserved for more serious conditions that require specialized care or surgery. Remember, in an emergency, always dial 112. Pharmacies, or apothek, are also an essential part of the healthcare system. They are well stocked and can provide over-the-counter as well as prescription medications. However, it's important to note that opening hours can vary, and not all pharmacies are open 24/7, so it's a good idea to find out the nearest pharmacy to your location and its working hours. Navigating the healthcare system in Iceland also means understanding the costs involved. While healthcare is subsidized, patients are expected to pay a portion of the cost for most services, including doctor's visits and prescription medications. These costs, however, are usually modest. Remember, understanding the healthcare system is not just about knowing where to go when you're ill. It's also about prevention and maintaining good health. Regular checkups and vaccinations are all part of the package. Navigating the healthcare system in Iceland is crucial for your well-being and peace of mind, so take the time to familiarize yourself with it. You'll be glad you did. Building a strong network is key to settling down in any new place, and Iceland is no different. Let's dive into the importance of networking in this beautiful country. As they say, your network is your net worth. This couldn't be more true in a foreign land where you are starting anew. Building relationships with locals and fellow expats can be the difference between feeling isolated and feeling at home. Now, where to begin? One of the best ways to start networking is by joining clubs and organizations. Whether you're a sports enthusiast, an art lover, or a foodie, there's a club for that in Iceland. Clubs are a great way to meet people who share your interests and can introduce you to new experiences. Next up, local events. Iceland has a vibrant community life filled with festivals, concerts, and cultural events throughout the year. Participating in these events not only immerses you in Icelandic culture, but also introduces you to a diverse group of people. Who knows? You might even bump into a future friend while admiring the northern lights at a local gathering. Work or school is another great place to make connections. Colleagues and classmates are often the first people you meet when you move to a new place. They can provide invaluable advice about living in Iceland and introduce you to their networks. Don't underestimate the power of a friendly conversation in the break room or a casual chat after class. But remember, networking is not just about taking, it's about giving too. Be open to helping others, sharing your own experiences, and contributing to the community. This reciprocity is what truly strengthens bonds and builds lasting relationships. So, step out of your comfort zone, strike up a conversation, attend that local event, join that club. These connections will not only help you navigate life in Iceland, but also enrich your experience in this beautiful country. Building a strong network will not only help you settle in, but also enrich your experience in Iceland. Living in Iceland as a foreigner can be a thrilling and enriching experience. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane and revisit the key insights we've gleaned from our journey today. We began with an understanding of the Icelandic climate. Remember, it's always better to be prepared for the unexpected. The weather there can change in a heartbeat, but that's part of the charm, right? The unpredictability adds to the adventure, making every day a unique experience. Next, we explored the vibrant Icelandic culture. It's a tapestry woven with the threads of history, language, and tradition. Respecting and embracing this culture is fundamental to integrating into Icelandic society. From the Thjóðhátíð summer festival to the winter celebration of Thorrablot, participating in these cultural events will not only enrich your experience but also build a connection with the locals. Then, we delved into the gastronomic adventure that is Icelandic cuisine. From the hearty lamb soup, kotsupa, to the unique fermented shark, hakarl, every dish tells a story. Remember, being open to new flavors and food experiences is part of the journey. We also touched on the robust Icelandic economy. With its strong emphasis on renewable energy and a flourishing tourism sector, there are plenty of job opportunities. But it's important to plan and manage your finances wisely. Navigating the healthcare system in Iceland was our next stop. As we discussed, it's universal and high quality. Yet, understanding how it works and being prepared for the costs involved is crucial. Lastly, we emphasize the importance of networking. Building relationships with locals and other expats can make your stay in Iceland more enjoyable and less daunting. After all, humans are social creatures, and forming bonds can make any place feel like home. So there you have it, our survival guide for living in Iceland as a foreigner. It's a beautiful journey, filled with its fair share of challenges and rewards. But remember, the key to thriving in a new land lies in preparation, respect for the culture, financial management, understanding the systems in place, and of course, networking. If you've enjoyed this virtual tour of how to survive in Iceland and are intrigued enough to consider it for your next adventure, why not give this video a thumbs up? Your likes are the compass that guides us in creating content that you love. And if you're already a part of our travel-loving community, thank you. You are the wind beneath our wings. If you're new here and you've found value in this video, consider joining the family. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to ensure you never miss out on a new destination.